We're on. We're recording?
We're on.
We're recording.
We're on. I want to
Okay.
go back to the old way of intros after. I'm realizing that now.
Okay.
Because I
The
want to
break
just
was too
start.
much?
I just want to start talking.
Yeah.
And then I can do business later.
You
This
do-
is a warm up.
Business later.
Business later,
Guys,
guys.
party in the back. Business also further
I just
back
want
there.
You told me to do the intro 3 different times.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to just talk.
Yeah.
And I'll do that when I'm tired.
Well, just talk. What do you got to say, Keith?
No, I got nothing
No,
to
I'll
say.
put you on the spot now.
No,
Let's see
I
what
got
you gotta
nothing
say.
to
What you gotta say?
me
Come on.
nothing. I got me nothing. As I'm putting on like my soapbox and being up there setting my mic and everything. I got nothing to say.
I love the
everybody.
idea of standing in the middle of a busy town square on a box with a megaphone going, "Why is everybody looking at me? Please divert your attention elsewhere."
I mean, that's really good. I mean, people look at you. What would you do if you had a megaphone? Somebody's like, here's a megaphone. You have to use it.
You think I haven't had a megaphone at any point in my life?
When have you had a megaphone?
I remember being in college and we used one for a sketch that we were doing, and I just walked home yelling, "I have a megaphone."
That's very good.
It's pretty good.
That's very good. Then what'd you
pretty
do with it?
Then I kept it for months and months, and the person that I borrowed it for was like, "You ever gonna give that back?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
But did you say it with the megaphone in your hand? I don't know what you're talking about.
I should have. It's a very Bender move of me.
It's very good. Yeah, but I'm trying to be comfortable. Aristotle is gonna leave soon.
Aristotle is.
Aren't you gonna leave? Aren't you gonna leave the room in the middle of the recording?
At some point.
Okay, so
some
I'm
point.
just trying to. I'm trying to warn everybody.
Trying to warn people.
is
If
important.
Aristotle gets him and leave, it's not that he's just decided we suck. Although he might have.
I told him we're going to be very mean to him, and when he's gone.
Can I start when he's here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can we pay attention to Aristotle's very expensive camera lens that is
Yeah.
also apparently a water bottle?
What is that? What is that?
What
Tell-
is this?
Can you
Hold it
take the
up.
bottom off of it and you can have a little cup? Is that what that is?
I would show you, but it's filled with coffee right now. But
wait.
it is,
Wait. So it's put together? I'm sorry. You can't take it apart.
Is this or is this not
Show the
Voltron?
camera. Show everybody
no,
the camera.
it is,
Show-
I am a big sucker
Hold it up.
Hold it
for an Instagram ad. And I've been getting this ad for a long time. It is for a Stojo
you literally
cup.
just said you fell for Instagram bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like in
several
the
times.
algorithm.
Several
Why do you
times.
thought they know
know me
it's
well.
because that's what they're supposed to do.
Yep, and it works. As soon as
They
this,
got you.
this was the
Yeah,
first
dude.
one too. It wasn't the first one I fell for, but as soon as I saw, it, I was like, "Fuck, they know me so
do
well."
do people know your fingerprints? Is your fingerprint somewhere? Do you use
No.
face anything?
The
AI
face
Do you
Yeah.
use face stuff?
Do
and
you use
fingerprint
face stuff?
stuff?
I'm thinking lotion soon. I got to have a program. Are we not on the same idea with
Okay,
that
well,
one? Okay, yeah. I don't
You're on
know.
the wrong
Definitely use
podcast.
lotion, sunscreen.
Yeah.
Learned that from Jackie
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yep.
This is a collapsible cup.
Oh.
Like you take this off,
And then you can-
you push it in.
Gotcha.
And then boom, you've got it. But I bought the biggest one thinking it'd be fine, and then it came and it's this huge fucking monster of a coffee cup.
It looks
Yes, it
cool.
is.
You
You look cool.
You look cool.
You look cool.
the coffee cup detracts from it, but you look cool.
And your mic head almost matches your hair.
That's
it almost
true.
matches your
Almost.
and it almost matches your fingernails more.
Yeah.
So good choice. Good
Very
choice.
color coordinated.
I want to before we continue, I want to bring this up. Somebody tweeted at us
Mm-hmm.
that Joe Coy made fun of you hard on his show.
Oh yeah.
Hold
but
on.
I didn't. I
Are you serious?
I didn't see that tweet.
No, but are you serious?
Did Joe
It
Coy
wa-
make fun of you?
It was like a fun.
No.
Tell
no,
us
no,
what he said.
no.
Tell us
No,
what Joe
'cause
Coy said.
We're
Tell us
not
what
okay.
Joe Coy said.
I'm not okay with this. We're not okay with this.
Yeah. I got him coffee, but I used half and half.
Okay.
And as a vegan, I'm used to almond milk or all the other alternate milks. Where
Sure,
it's pretty much 50-50 ratio.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want to even taste the milk in there.
Hold on. You're an intern territory right now.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but you're our producer. What? Okay, continue.
All right.
I
fine.
was like, you know what? Fine, I'll get the I would just went and got the coffee. I was like, it's fine, I'll get him the coffee. But half and half, I just barely even start to pour it, and boom, the coffee turns white.
Okay.
I don't fuck with half and half, so
Yeah.
I didn't realize how quickly it would turn white. And then he was like, "This is a cup of milk," and I was like, "All right, sorry, man." But then he just like
What was he? What were the jokes? What was he ribbing
us
you
what the
for?
jokes
No, we
were.
want to hear what the bits
it was
were.
pretty much just that, like, this is a cup of milk.
But what were the riffs? What were the tags? We want to hear all of them. What
Give
were
us the tags.
One
Give us the sweet
something.
deets.
I don't want to go listen to Joe Coy's podcast. Listen to Starburns Industry podcast. All the things like that. I don't want to go listen to it. What did he say to you?
It was essentially like, don't offer to get people coffee if you're gonna give them a cup of milk with some coffee in it.
Can I ask you a
And I was
question?
like,
Did you offer to get him coffee, or did he ask you to get him coffee?
he asked, "Is there any coffee?" And I said, "Yeah, I can go get you some coffee."
So he made a demand, didn't do it himself. He made a demand, and then
We are on the low totem pole of this podcast
I don't
network.
give a fuck.
Well, if you had asked for coffee, I would have gone and got you coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, no, let's not. We can get our own shit because we're adults. So he asked you. I don't know why I'm going at Joe
No,
Coy.
we should. No. Here's the thing.
What was
This
so-
is our beautiful baby Aristotle.
beautiful baby
This is our
Aristotle.
producer. And we're hearing people are making fun of you, and you're doing stuff.
And it's not us.
It's not
That's
us.
bullshit.
Because you
That's
know what?
bullshit.
Because let's be real with everyone. We go get our snack. We go get everything.
Yeah.
We walk around. We don't ask people for shit other than can we record.
Yeah.
Like other than that, we don't ask. So it's
true.
We hear somebody making
Very
fun of you
independent.
for you trying to be helpful to get somebody coffee, and they make fun of you with a lame ass joke of just milk. Way bigger than us, everybody. But
I love that we're just going at some comedian we've never met. We've
he was
never
mean to
met
our
him.
producer.
Yeah, he was.
What made it was what was even more upsetting is
Tell us. Tell
Well,
us.
it would have been fine, except I take my coffee very seriously.
Okay.
No offense to Starburns, but it's coffee from a pot. It's garbage. And so I drink it anyways because it's there. But at home, I'm very serious about that shit. I don't fuck around when it comes to coffee. So I was like, this motherfucker is only getting like the bottom of the barrel scrapes that I can provide here.
Let me say
Okay,
two
I'm
things.
just- okay, go
Let me
for
say
it.
two
Okay, go
things.
for it.
Joe Coy, what a piece of shit.
Not
Secondly,
Not agreeing with that. I didn't say it.
secondly,
You
let
said
me
it.
finish it. Let me finish it. And secondly, Joe Coy, if you're listening, please come on our show. We'd love to have you on. You seem like a great guy. You seem like a very funny, nice guy.
we can get him on.
You want to get him on?
I just
He
want to
plays-
split this.
He
where
plays
it's
video
constantly-
games, doesn't he?
I don't
Or
know.
his son plays
his
video
son
games,
does,
so
yeah,
I
for
know
sure.
he plays video games.
He's gotta.
You gotta.
He's gotta.
Is this whole act like my 15-year-old stupid? Isn't that like the whole act? Is that not what it is?
This is a fun bit that we're just going after this comedian for no reason, but I want to be clear, Joe. You're never going to see this. That's what I want to be clear about. You're never going to see this.
I mean, here's video.
I mean, I don't care. We're having fun. Who fucking gives a shit? Keith, what are you playing?
Hey, welcome to Players Join, a podcast with against who love and why they love them. We need to get the intro out there.
Let's get the intro
'Cause it
out
was
there.
just-
That
I'll
is the
still talk
show.
about the games that I'm playing.
What a hilarious thing that we just committed to for no reason whatsoever. Fuck it. I don't care.
You guys went in on the deep end of the koi pond.
Oh!
Get out.
Stays in. No, I'm playing Division 2, and I'm jumping back in NHL, and I'm still Geralt, and it's fun as hell. And
Yeah?
Division
Yeah, tell me about it.
is it's scratching that itch of different gear and stuff, but man, oh man, am I playing it without emotion.
Yeah.
It is an emotionless
It's a
husk of a
joyless-
game as I travel through and shoot people over and over. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same feeling I had with New York because I know it personally.
Yeah.
DC's cool and interesting, but also it's a game that's vast and interesting, but you don't do anything. It's not very
Yeah.
interactive. There's nothing to really like
Yeah.
do. You run and you shoot things. You run to a place and you shoot things, and it's just kind of like you keep the cursor on the enemy, so it's less of like. So sniper rifles are in the game, right? Sniper rifles in all shooters are supposed to be like you get shot this once, you're
done.
dead, or something. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
In this game, you got to shoot guys with sniper rifles like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
So there's little things about the game that just kind of like take me
Doesn't-
out
yeah.
of it, but it was only like $3.
That's true. We
So
did get it for $3.
I try to like go back and forth with it.
It's this is the thing. Like games like this, I kind of think of the. I look at a game like this the way I look at a museum.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look at all this beautiful stuff, and I can't touch or do anything with.
Yeah.
And then I start treating it the way I do. Like by the time you're an hour into museum, you're
Yeah.
just like speed walking through rooms, going like, beautiful, got it, amazing, got it, masterpiece, check. Like I'm done. That's the same way I feel with these games. And it's the problem I'm having with Witcher 3, where I'm just like, I know, there's so much to do. I just can't. The gorge is fine.
You know how far you are into that game. You've been playing it for a while.
I'm probably like halfway.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What
It's-
happened?
I don't know. To me personally, I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's go back to my childhood. Yeah, no, I've been. I had to take a break from The Witcher 3. I played all of I Am Setsuna again.
Yeah.
Which,
Loves it.
play that fucking
Play
game.
that game.
Go buy I Am Setsuna. I think it's even on sale right now on the PlayStation Network. I Am Setsuna is a wonderful, Wonderful JRPG. It's simple, it's gorgeous, it's fun, it's rewarding. The end of the story is so beautiful and heartbreaking and everything you want an RPG to be. It is the absolute opposite of Division 3.
Yeah.
Or 2. Or probably what Division 3 is
But
going
do
to
you
be.
shoot people with sniper rifles 7 or 8 times in the head?
No, you take a giant
Well, then why
sword that's
don't-
made
why
out
are
of
we
a monster
talking about
suit.
it? I don't
There's
know
a
why we're
giant
talking about
monster
it.
tooth sword, Keith. A giant monster tooth sword.
Again, it's just the snow level for Final Fantasy VII, the whole game.
The whole
That's
game.
what it
but
is,
it's
guys.
sadder because the Final Fantasy 7 level is just like, look at this happy, upbeat music. And this game is like, what if all things were death?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark, it's good. And then I just started playing Death Stranding seriously for the first time. And
Yeah.
hey, boy, oh boy. It's going to take me a minute to get past the initial 10-hour slog to the beginning. But I mean, I can tell it's going to be fucking gorgeous and wonderful.
It's yeah, that's game is at the beginning. It's hard to describe.
Yeah.
It's a hard, deep game. What?
Because
What do you got?
You guys told me not to buy it because it was on sale. Like
I told you to buy
I told
it.
you to. I said I love that game.
God damn.
We both literally said buy
I
that
literally
game.
was like, that was like maybe the best game of the year.
Well, I
I
missed the sale.
told you two things. I told you buy Death Stranding, and if you get me coffee, don't make it a glass of milk.
Why-
And
why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do
You
that?
want me to tag it more? It's milk from a cow. What?
Bro, you just got coyed.
You just got coyed.
You just got coyed, bro.
Pond. No, but other than that, I jumped back into City Skylines to build a city.
Nice.
That's a fun game. That's addicting. Because it just scratches that itch of just like, hey, I just want to build a bunch of stuff, and I'm in charge, and what can I do?
Yeah.
And I've just totally turned that into a futuristic hellscape where I've just built cities and trash on top of each other, and people
Yeah.
hate it. But man, oh man, do they got to deal with it and pay horrible taxes.
You've just described every part of our country right now.
I was just I called it Detroit. So that's what
That
I
game
did.
already exists.
So I jump in and out of that game. But other than that, nothing. I want Final Fantasy VII to come out because I think
Yep.
that's the next big one, right?
Yeah, it's the next big one.
When is it?
I don't know.
Isn't it
anymore.
supposed to be like,
I can't
like a
tell
month?
anymore because they keep pushing everything back. So I'm not.
Final Fantasy is done being pushed back. It's coming out at a certain time. Everything else getting pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
All PAX is like dying. 'cause
Yeah?
Nobody's going. Well, nobody's going.
Okay.
Like PlayStation isn't going or anything like that because of the coronavirus.
Oh.
So a lot of game conventions right now aren't happening
This-
because a lot of
this is
people
a
aren't going anywhere.
Conventions in general. in the
What?
world.
Yeah,
A lot of-
all over the world.
And Disneyland Tokyo is shutting down too.
Is it?
Jeez. I'm going to say this. There has never been a more promising time to be a gamer than during a possible pandemic. Stay inside, stock up on some food.
In China, you're not allowed to buy the game Pandemic anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they took it away.
I mean, that's fine.
How sensitive? How fucking just
Yeah.
the smallest, stupidest thing. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, to be safe, I don't know what to
Wash
say.
your hands.
your hands.
Listen, it's.
Wash your hands, yes. Wear a mask, yes. But I'm also like, just don't go outside. Call off work as much as you can. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Listen, it's gonna spread. That's all there is to it, and I accept this. And it's just a really bad flu, and let's see how bad this gets.
Somebody
he said before
I went
he
to
died.
I went to yoga and somebody coughed and I almost murdered them.
Apparently, there's a guy who was on Fox News during an interview because he'd just gotten out of the corona quarantine, and he was with his kid, and he was coughing the whole. It was so bad.
That's really good. That's really good.
Do you wanna jump into the game we're
Let's
talking
talk
about?
about it.
All right, Keith. What game are we talking about today?
Super Mario Brothers and our friends too.
Did you say "and our friends"?
I mean, yeah, it's Super Mario, but your friends are in it.
Well, it's, you can't
I
just
mean, yeah,
add
but
to the. You
That's
can't
what
add to the
game's
title of a
called.
game.
It's not the, but they're totally not talking about. I'm forgetting his name right now.
You
The
can't-
mushroom, the stupid
Toadstool.
toad.
You can't just say like The Last of Us starring Joel and Ellie. It's just The Last of Us. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
that's obvious.
Well, but this is obvious.
You
too.
could potentially never see the Super Mario Brothers in this game if you're just Toad and Peach.
You have to at least see them during the select
How
screen.
dare you.
I
How
call
dare you. How
bullshit.
dare you.
I call
You
bullshit.
can play this whole game though without. Okay, sorry.
without
go ahead.
playing as them. Yeah, you could. What's your point?
I don't
Keith?
have one. I apologize.
We're talking about Super Mario Brothers and Friends too. If you've never played it, obviously it's the follow-up to the smash hit for the original Nintendo Super Mario Brothers. But this game has an interesting backstory. Keith, how much of this are you aware of?
Very little.
Okay. So, here's what happens in terms of the production from Mario Brothers to Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, is this when? Oh, okay. We've talked about this. Is never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's a ton. So Super Mario Brothers comes out in Japan and then later in North America, and it's a huge fucking success. It's the kind of thing where it's like, we obviously need a sequel right off the bat. So Nintendo in Japan starts creating Super Mario Brothers 2. And what they make is essentially the same exact game as the original Super Mario Brothers. The same exact animation, the level design's all there, but it's way fucking harder. There are mushrooms that are poisonous that if you get them, instead of making you big, they hurt you. The enemies are faster. There's more of them. The levels are just more challenging. It feels like somebody got a hold of Mario Maker current day.
So they needed to bail on it.
Well, it's not that they bailed on it. It's that they released it in Japan, and everybody was like, this is great. This is a fun follow-up. We're excited about this. And it sold well for the Famicom. But they sent it over to be tested in the U.S., and their first tester, who Nintendo trusted with all their products,
Big thumbs.
Big thumbs.
Big
Big thumbs. Tony
big
got a hold of
thumbs.
this game.
Well, we give Tony the game to play it.
Why do they all sound like this guy?
It's because it's in New York, baby.
It's not. And so they give it to Big Thumbs Tony, and he's playing the game, and he's like, this game is punishing. It's not fun. It feels like instead of rewarding me for buying it, I'm being punished, and like you're trying to get me not to play it.
It's like you're giving me all the meatball subs, and I'm like, am I being rewarded? But you're trying to punish me?
I don't understand this character. I don't know why he's in this story. Big Thumbs Tony is very clearly like a B-list Sopranos character who makes it halfway
oh my
through
god,
season
have you
one.
seen The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Gandolfine's the only person. The rest of them are like, yeah, I'm a stereotype, all right.
Yeah, I think you can tell how deep into that show you are by whether you pronounce it Sopranos or Sopranos.
Soprano. I mean, he's trying to run a guy over on a golf course in the
In
very
the
first
pilot
in the very
episode.
first. I was like, hey, that's me running a guy over. That's how The Sopranos starts.
If you just YouTube Sopranos scenes, it'll just be like, Tony shoots this guy, Chris shoots this guy, Chris and Tony shoot this guy, mugs. Like, what is this?
Guys, there's gonna be a lot of Italian talk in this Japanese game.
There
believe
really
me.
is. So they playtest the game. The testers are like, this game isn't fun. It's way too challenging, which would be okay, except that there's been a huge video game market collapse recently in the U.S. It didn't affect Japan. And when Atari had E.T. come out and everybody was like, oh, we've been flooding the market with these terrible games, that was a North American market. So in Japan, it was okay that this looked the same and felt way more difficult. Like, if you played those original games, there were weather conditions you had to fend off. There were warp tunnels that would take you backwards in the game. It would trap you and you'd be like, gotta go to the beginning of the game, fuck you. Like, there was all sorts of stuff that felt unfair. When it released on the Famicom, everybody in Japan was like, this is cool, this is challenging, we're into it. But if that had been released in the U.S., everybody was like, they're going to think this is a huge money grab. They're going to fucking hate us. And we're going to lose their trust for this entire franchise. So they scrapped that game. It gets released in the Famicom in Japan. Never gets released in the U.S. But in Japan, there's this big festival that's like this network is announcing all of its new TV shows, movies, and sometimes video games. And they're like, oh, we could partner with Nintendo. And we could make a partnered game with them. That would be huge. We could debut the first ever game, for the Famicom. And so they take the idea of this Middle Eastern family, where they're going, instead of left to right in the screen, they're going bottom to top. So they're climbing things. That's a huge part of the game. Like the first ever game that's like, oh, we're going to ascend instead of just traveling across the screen. We're going to have 4 different characters. They're basically the same, but they have slightly different attributes. They make this game, and it does well. It sells in Japan. Doki Doki Panic. Okay? And so Nintendo's like, all right, well, we still need something for the next Mario. So they get a hold of Doki Doki Panic, and they're like, okay, well, the festival and the network own the rights to the characters. But because Nintendo's been working on the gameplay, they own the right to the actual software and the hardware. So if we wanted, we could add skins from our Mario characters, put them onto these characters, and just create the game that way. And so they start changing little things, right? So instead of like a big heart to restore life, now you can find the mushroom in the game. Instead of obviously the mother, the father, the son, and the daughter of this Arabic family, you now have Luigi, Mario, Princess Peach, and Toad. and they all have the exact same attributes. And now you have differentiation between Mario and Luigi for the first time, right? Because when the game started,
So we've all just been scammed.
we've all been scammed. This isn't a Mario game. It's Doki Doki Panic with a new skin added and a bunch of other things taken from the Mario universe and put on top of the game. But it's a crazy thing because it's the first time ever that Luigi is differentiated.
Yeah.
He's suddenly taller and he has a higher jump, you know?
Yeah.
Now we get Princess Peach, the first time she's ever a playable character, the first time Toad's ever a playable character, and they all have different attributes. Peach can like fly and hover, which is a new thing. Toad's jumps are weak, but he's really strong. So you start to develop all of these different attributes that then go on to become Mario canon. But this game comes out, it sells really well. People are real into it. But they're like, oh, it's a huge departure. There's no Bowser. You can't jump on people. And then, you know, you can play as any of the four. And then Mario 3 comes out, and it's right back to the original recipe. And everybody's like, wait, what the fuck was this? So, in the end,
I just want to talk. Continue.
do it. Say,
I just want to say something.
Say some things.
No, I just want to nothing. Go ahead. Keep
Say
going.
some things.
No, go for it.
You don't have to. They don't have to
No,
be video
go
game related.
for it.
They don't have to be video game related.
This is no. Well, keep telling your story.
Just tell
I
an
just wanted
opinion.
to talk. I was
Say
going to
an
blow
opinion.
up. I was just going to blow up. This. Whose favorite game is this?
I like it.
I just said whose favorite. I didn't say it was the worst game in the world.
No.
It's the worst game in the world.
Oh, come on.
It's. I watched it, and it's hilarious to me because you're like, what if they don't go left to right? What if they go up and down?
And they
I'm
still
like,
go left to
they
right.
Still go left to right. It just takes
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like the vibe of it, and so you clearly are like, oh, this isn't a Mario game.
Yeah,
because they never
exactly.
do this shit
Anywhere
ever,
else.
and ever
Anywhere
again.
else.
So people liked it a lot. I thought people didn't like it, or it was like a back and forth. Where
It's-
people in Japan probably were like, "This isn't
No,
the game."
it's a well-respected game, and it's a very high-selling game for both Nintendo in Japan and
it did
Nintendo
very well.
America.
So what critics like purists are upset about it.
I think that in retrospect, when people realized that they weren't given the other game, they were like, well, this makes sense. You guys just skinned a different game. Because what happens is North America only realizes, the market in general only realizes that they didn't get the original Mario 2 when Super Nintendo releases an anthology of Mario, and you can play all the games. And suddenly on the anthology is the Lost Levels. The Lost Levels are the original Mario 2.
Yeah.
And it's the first time they get to see it, and they're like, "Oh!" And because it's it's now Super Nintendo, so they update the graphics to look like the Super Nintendo Mario. It looks great. It's challenging, but they're like, "This is so cool. Why didn't we ever get this?"
I'm just trying to point out, and again, like to me, I'm trying to. It almost doesn't matter. But let's say we make Halo,
Okay.
right? Everyone loves it. It's a
Sure.
first-person shooter, great fun. And then they come out with Halo 2,
Yeah.
and it's Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're
You're
like,
"It's a great
no,
game."
It's a great Halo game.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is not the same game.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, but we did an alternate dimension
Yeah.
of and that's like, and it's clearly Halo 2.
It's so
And
fucking
it's just
weird.
Like, it's just, so it's like not an angering thing. It's kind of like, that's not your game.
No, it's not.
You should almost, like, it's a thing Americans might have, and it might be Japanese people as well, but if you literally just go, if we put something comfortable and we just change the character,
Yeah.
because I bet if there's just Doki Doki, people probably wouldn't have bought it.
People in Japan love Doki.
But I'm talking about in America.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, it's not Mario. I want a
Yeah.
Mario game. You know what I mean? So they're like, let's just put the skin over it. They won't fucking know the difference.
And there's so much of this game that is a holdover from what it was in Japan because this was for a festival. This was a game made to celebrate a festival. And a big part of the festival was masks, and there are all sorts of masks in the game.
So then they went the total opposite for Super Mario 3. They're like, hey, no more things are bad. Everything is good.
They just leaned into what they wanted to do in the first place. There's so much.
Because is that when they stopped doing? Or are there games that are like relentlessly mean to Nintendo players? Do you guys know of any? I know it's probably
Nintendo
Nintendo.
hard?
What?
You mean Nintendo hard games?
What do you mean?
Like games that are just like unforgivingly difficult?
No, I'm talking about like Mario games. They're clearly like family friendly because they can't be mean to you. Everything has to be, if you failed, it has to be like a.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Probably the only one.
But that to me isn't like Mario's like almost Christian, but he's not. Are we all being? Can we all be open
He's
about
wholesome.
that? He's
He's
very
wholesome.
wholesome. It's like nothing,
Except for
isn't-
the fact that it's about kidnapping a woman and like a gross, just this gross, disgusting, huge turtle thing.
What
and
is
then
Bowser
this,
doing when we don't see him? What is he doing?
honestly, probably failing to deal with his trauma if his behavior is any indication.
I picture in the newest Mario game, Odyssey, when he's flying away from Mario, he's
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, we're flying away." And he just keeps staring out that window
Yeah.
for like 20 minutes, and everyone's just quiet, and the
Everyone-
behind him just watching him just be so quiet and sad.
just 20 minutes of silence, and finally one of the Shy Guys just goes,
We know at
doing
least
it
one
again.
time he was out there fucking.
"What?
got-
Oh, that's
there.
true."
Wait,
We got Bowser Jr..
wait.
Yeah, he has a bunch of Bowsers.
So what's that? Who's
Who's the
that?
mom?
Who's the? Is there a female Bowser?
Remember Bowsette?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She does not like Peach.
You know what
No.
though? Did you ever see the picture? I never actually saw the picture. I heard the name and I saw a lot of cosplay. I never saw.
Whoa!
Bowsette.
Back
Yeah,
up.
okay,
You said
okay.
cosplay with Wink in
Yeah.
that one.
I saw people
Yeah.
posting pictures. Of
Yeah.
this, yes,
You saw what?
people posting pictures of a Bowsette
Yeah.
cosplay, but I never saw.
If
the
you're just
initial
listening, you can't
image.
see Aristotle's facial expression, which was the most exaggerated wink I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
very exaggerated. I could feel it coming. Yeah, no. This game, I watched it. Feels different, and they updated it. You played the second one? Didn't they like bring out a new version of it or updated version?
They might
of
have.
it?
It's been ported a few times. What's interesting to me is when they made Doki Doki Panic for that festival, Miyamoto supervised that game.
Yeah.
And the composer of the Mario music was the composer for Doki Doki Panic as well. It was the designer who worked under Miyamoto who was like, I have some ideas, and literally just kept putting in things for Mario. Like he put in the POW block,
Okay.
stuff like that, and put in the coins.
This is where I'm uncomfortable. Aristotle, I want you to do me a favor. Computers in front of you. I want you to find out what happened to the people who made Doki Doki Panic.
They're Mario people.
All right, did they? I want to see if they made other games and did other things, and
I'm-
wasn't just like, oh, it made your game, and then Miyamoto's like, I'm gonna go do other shit. Like, that's where I feel like
You think he
I
just like
feel
took it and left?
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is other people made this game,
Right.
and Mario and the Nintendo people approached him and were like, give me.
No. Nintendo made the
They
game.
made the game, but
Nintendo
these people
made the
aren't-
game, but the people involved with the festival were like, we created these characters because it's from I think it's from a comic, just the characters themselves. And so Nintendo was like, we'll make a game around it. And then they made the game, and they're like, we're going to release this in America with different skins so that people understand what these characters are more, so that it will sell better.
And they're like, just make a Mario.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's weird to me.
it is weird.
If you and I were creative and we're like, hey, we got this great game, it sold super well here.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, change them for Japan. I'd be like,
But what I'm saying
What?
is we made this game, it sold super well, and then we said, let's change it for Japan.
yeah.
Because that's kind of what's happening. It's not that somebody above them is being like, now change it. It's that the same people who were involved with the original making of the game are like, okay, now we have an opportunity to change this to make it sell in America.
Okay.
So it's not like,
okay.
I don't think
I'm
that
reluctant.
I know,
I'm
I
still
can tell.
reluctant
I can
this
tell.
whole time.
Aristotle's texting. Aristotle's
Are you texting?
Aristotle was
We
texting.
just protected you
Next,
from
yes.
Joe Coy.
Yes, I appreciate it. But as we said earlier, I'm gonna have to step out in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
He's
You do
working.
you.
He's working.
He's working.
He's
He's a
working.
working
He's
man.
working. He's
Also,
He's a
it,
working man
it
with
just
working
comes up
plans.
as Nintendo for developers.
So
Yeah.
there's no.
There's like no
It's
other
just-
team.
It's
Got
like the
it.
people involved that still made Nintendo
So
games
to me,
afterwards.
they were like, we got this great game. And if they're like, you want to make that a Mario game at the beginning, they'd probably been like, okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
But what they end up doing is accidentally adding in characters because, like,
Because we know creative people.
we know
Like,
some.
you know,
We're not them.
We're not them.
We're not them.
But I'm saying, if you're a creative person and you work really hard on a thing, and
Yeah.
you're like, this is my finalized product, and it does really well, and somebody's like, change it, you're like,
You just
I'm a little pissed off.
You just described the entire entertainment industry.
Yeah, it's like that's what it is. I'm
That's
just like
without
try
a doubt
not to
what it
be
is.
angry or some shit's gonna go down or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's just that.
so that's the feeling that I'm like, that doesn't compute or make
Yeah.
sense.
And you're right. But there's fun holdovers from this in that, like, Birdo, Shy Guy, Babomb, all these characters that weren't characters before because they were made for Doki Doki Panic. And then they're like, well, let's just introduce them to the Mario universe.
Nice.
And so now they're mainstays of, like, you can play as any of those people in Mario Kart, Mario Party. They all have their own games. Like,
So the gameplay went away, but they kept the characters.
they kept the characters. They changed some of the gameplay because originally it was just up and down.
Right.
And then Miyamoto was like, that's fun to a degree, but there should be some of that and some side to
Floating
side.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we keep now Princess Peach has this floating ability. Now Luigi's taller for the first time and like we actually differentiate.
What's the story?
of what?
2.
Oh, this is the dumbest story. because it's literally just they do like the play thing that they would go on to do in Mario Brothers 3, where Mario has a dream that they're in like this evil world, and he's trying to fight this villain called Wart, who's this giant frog. He wakes up. All four of them are like, let's go on a picnic, and they get to talking, and they're like, oh, we all had the same dream. That's super weird. Then they find this little entrance in like a cave. They go through, and they're in the dream world, and like, oh shit, it wasn't a dream. We're here. So they go through the whole dream world. They defeat Wart at the end, and then it cuts to Mario's sleep, and that's been his dream. So he was having a dream within a dream. Inception was created by Miyamoto.
Ooh, I like this. Nah, this is good.
So
This is good. This is
it's
really
been
good.
a dream the entire time, and everybody was kind of like, oh, so it didn't really happen, which lets it then be canon, because now when Mario 3 comes around, it's like, yeah, it was a different game because he's dreaming.
God.
I do want to point out one thing before we jump into anything else. The music for this game
Yeah.
is so good
Yeah.
half of the time.
Where's the other half?
You know how there's always like two main themes in a Mario, or three really?
Yeah.
There's the evil, like the castle Bowser levels.
Hate that song. Love that song.
There's the underground da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then there's the main theme.
Yes.
Just like the main theme in the original Mario Brothers is great, the main theme in this game, which we'll be playing underneath me right now, is super good. It is actually a lot of jazz musicians treat it as a jazz standard because of its chord progression. Like it is a full composition. A lot of games have a kind of what's known as a vamp,
Yes.
where it doesn't change keys ever, doesn't really change chords. It just stays on the same kind of groove, and you could just be in the same one scale the entire time. This song moves around a lot. It's like chord changes for a Charlie Parker song.
Got
Like
it.
it actually has some music theory behind it. So it's a very well thought out, well composed main theme. And then the boss themes are so not
Good.
They're just so not good. They're so not good. But yeah, it's like all around this game has a lot of things that are very strange, and has a lot of things that were good enough to become mainstays in Mario culture.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Take what you
Who
will
was your
from it.
go-to character?
I loved being Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Because you could fucking float. You could float so much. It was so much cool. Like Luigi jumps high, but he's a little bit difficult to control.
Yeah.
Mario's the balanced one. Toad is the one who's strong but has worse
And
jumps.
let's just be honest. They're the cast of Seinfeld.
They really are.
100%.
Oh my God.
The podcast is
Oh my
over.
God.
I win. It's over.
Okay, so Jerry is obviously Mario. Kramer is obviously Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Peach is Elaine. And then
Toad
is George Costanza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow. Somebody out there draw that picture.
And send me it so
Oh.
I may spit on it. No,
my God.
no, please. I don't know. I went aggressive.
Did you want them to send you
I
a physical
can't-
copy?
Yes. Yes. Go to the Ghost Meet a Mailman.
We're
You're
gonna
gonna
need the
mail us.
Seinfeld theme in 8-bit just to see how that sounds.
Oh, somebody give us that.
So we need all the Mario characters as Seinfeld characters, but
Or the
Seinfeld.
Mario theme, like on a slap bass.
got it.
Oh yeah. I like that. I like that.
Oh, go on.
No, you go on,
You
Aristotle.
go ahead.
No, it's your podcast now, Aristotle. You're so important.
No. Well, there's peek behind the curtain. I never know what you guys are going to talk about until
Yeah.
you show up, and then I hear you say it on the show. This is one of those days where I was like, shit, I wish I had known, because I have.
You've
there's-
got your
there's stuff I
Famicom
can-
stuff up here.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't remember. I had to look all this up because I was like, was it 2? It was never 2. I have the original Mario soundtrack on a 7-inch record, Japanese. It was a repress, but it's fucking
Nice.
awesome.
That's
It comes
super
out with a
fucking
fold-out
cool.
poster, and then I don't remember if you talked about it at all, but I went to Japan
Yes, you
last
did.
year.
Yes, you
and
did.
I brought you guys some Famicom games.
Yes, you
and I had to go
did.
back and look, and it was Mario 3. I didn't get to. And if I would if I'd have known, I would have looked up Toki Doki Panic.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's I think it translates to heartbeat intense panic.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Keith, it's time for a game that you came up with that I stole from you. Earlier,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I was sitting in front of my computer just staring at it like my brain's not working. And Keith just goes, "Can't think of a game, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "How would you just like we'll list a bunch of video game characters and talk about what their like mundane power would be like they were a character of Mario 2." And I was like, "Yeah, all right."
No, you were like, you write it.
I was like,
you're tasking me the question.
Well, because I was going to make up my own and then just have you write that so we could each have
it
one.
was just so funny. I was like,
I've been
here's
up-
a suggestion. He's like, you do it.
I've been up since 4:30 a.m. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. and it's too early. The sun doesn't come out for 2 hours, and that's fucking stupid.
This is like the earliest we've been here, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't asking for a check or breaking the place down, it would be our checks. Yeah.
All right, so it's time for what's this one character's overwhelming? I'm sorry. What's this one character's underwhelming superpower? We're just gonna pick and just put them in Super Mario 2, and we're just just gonna put them in that game, and whatever their stupid little powers, stupid little. Because listen, Luigi runs while he's in the air, so he hovers longer. Princess Peach has a dress, so she
Luigi
hovers.
he can jump higher.
Well, but literally, when they made it, because originally it was just a character that could jump higher.
Yeah.
And Miyamoto was like, when we make him Luigi, make his feet pedal like he's running in the air. That'll make it seem like there's a reason he can jump higher.
He's like flying with his legs.
Yeah, he's flying.
We've all accepted it.
He's doing the Wile E. Coyote thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it
Don't look
works
down.
a little bit.
It works just a smidge. Just a smidge. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Number 1, Nathan Drake.
Nathan,
Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series.
he can jump on to like a block and jump off of it, so he can do like a double jump, almost like he's climbing, like he's jump climbing off of it. Is that mundane enough?
That's pretty mundane, but the one I'm going to go with...
Are you more mundane?
I
more
think more
mundane.
mundane is
Yeah.
that he just stands in front of enemies.
Yeah.
And he has like a quick little quip,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Man, I can't come back from that," and they walk away off the other side of the screen.
What if I pick your garden up and throw it at you? Man, that's good.
Man, that's good.
That's really good. You
Yeah,
got me.
it beats your plan. Oh, I see that pawn. I see that pawn.
He's good.
He's good. Never uses his guns. Has guns.
Never uses
them.
Just makes fun of you.
Just imagine a Mario game where a character has a gun.
I would play that game.
Right?
I would play that game a lot.
Miyamoto, get on it.
Miyamoto, yeah. When you're done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When PlayStation just burying your sales, you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, is that what you want? You want Mario?
You
with
want
a gun?
fucking first-person
Is that what
Mario? You want to kill Yoshi a bunch? You want to kill Yoshi a bunch, motherfuckers?
I'd play that.
I would too. Number 2, Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat.
You technically get to shoot Nintendo characters in Smash Brothers.
That's true, but it's like cute shoot. You know what I mean?
Also,
Not-
there's I forget
Not
what
when
they're
I
called,
do
the
it.
giant bullets.
The giant
yeah.
bullet.
Out of a
Bullet-
giant
Bullet
gun.
Bill?
Bullet Bill.
Yeah. But you don't get to like that's a person. That's a very Looney Tunes
wait.
ass.
A giant man is inside the earth and he shoots those guns at us. I really don't understand those bullets work. The big bullets?
Yeah.
From 3. Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. How do they shoot them? What's
I
the
don't
thing?
know. Why are they?
gun somewhere.
But they're all people. They all have eyes
Because aren't they
and mouths.
technically canon
Yeah.
and not bullets? That's what I'm asking. That means a giant person
Oh my
shot the
God.
gun. I'm just trying to explain.
I-
Have
sorry.
we gotten to the second character yet?
Yeah, it's Johnny Cage. Listen. It's Mortal Kombat. It's Johnny Cage. I don't know what to tell you.
He tries to take a selfie with everyone.
Johnny Cage like existed before cell phones were a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
that
definitely,
makes sense.
but yeah, he has beepers on him, and no
Yeah.
cell phones exist. Beepers.
He does a split and tries to punch his opponent in the nuts, but because they're all very small opponents in this game, he just punches over their heads and gets hit and dies.
I picture they're like, you can't fight in a tournament. What can you do? And he does a splits, and they're like, so,
All
and he
right.
just punches you in the balls. And they're like, you're in, buddy. Welcome.
The funniest thing in the world: Raiden, demigod; Sub-Zero, demigod; Scorpion, demon and demigod; Johnny Cage, I'm a movie star who punches dicks.
It's better.
You're in.
It would have been better if he was like a struggling actor.
Yeah, he's fighting for food. He's like, I need this or I can't.
Pretty
eat tonight.
unattractive, but he's trying.
Yeah, he's really going for it. Number 3, Jill Valentine from Resident Evil.
There's nothing mundane about this person.
But like, make their thing mundane.
They're running from Nemesis the whole time.
Yeah. Here's my thing, because there are all these doors, secret doors that you can go into
Yeah.
in Mario 2. Her power is that every time you go into one, you get that stupid loading screen of that door slowly opening. It just slows the game down even more.
Man. Yeah, I just, oh my gosh. Her slowly walking, I guess.
Yeah, there's nothing like a fixed camera angle that's always awkward to fight your opponent.
They don't run any faster when Nemesis is chasing. Like, there's no extra run.
Yeah.
There's just, let's jog. Let's
Yeah.
keep jogging. So she never can go faster
like
than jogging.
the entire time Jill Valentine is running in Resident Evil, you should see her checking her pulse, being like, "Well, that's as high as I'm willing to go right now." All right, number 4, Dr. Robotnik from
Dr.
Sonic.
See, like, I picture him as a side character
Yeah.
who's watching you pull all these things out and killing animals. He's like, yes, yeah. He's just watching you the whole time, cheering you on. Yes,
This is
keep
what
it
I've been
going.
trying to do the entire.
Yes.
Why, Dr. Robotnik's just a serial killer, and we haven't acknowledged
He
it.
hates bunnies.
He hates bunnies.
Did you see the movie? Did you see the movie? No one here saw,
one saw the movie.
No one here saw the movie.
I didn't see the movie.
I didn't see the movie.
Did anybody else here see the movie? There's nobody else in the room.
Nobody
What
else in the
movie?
Sonic.
Just kidding.
What's wrong with you?
I have not heard.
Go
a
get
single
us
thing.
some milk with coffee in it.
I don't know a single person that's mentioned that movie beyond the initial like, he looks terrible, and then they redesigned him, and then after that, nothing.
And then after that, we're just like, we don't want to spend money
All
on it
I
anymore.
saw from reviewers over and over again were like, it's like a 7 or a 6. And then people are like, I didn't hate it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like they loved it, but they're like, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Like it's mostly Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
So,
that's where
yeah.
like Jim Carrey is funny in it, and that's the whole thing.
I'm down with this. Number 5, Laura Croft.
Oh,
Tomb Raider. Where's your brain
again, it's just like there's not mundane. She's got guns out, and she's the same size in PlayStation. She looks like a giant, just shooting through
go?
shit.
Just shooting animals and weird
Shooting
make-believe
this
things.
like the game takes 2 minutes to play because she's just shooting through everything.
Yeah.
Wart doesn't even get to talk; he just gets shot up.
But when she climbs the vines, it's still like that little like whoop, 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 whoop sound effect.
But her doing her like twirl jumps and
Yeah.
backflip shit while shooting
just
all these
kicking
things.
these things in the face off the screen.
Not mundane at all.
She doesn't pick up the POW block. She shoots it, and the whole screen just explodes. She's standing there walking away from it in slow motion.
But this like something so again by 2, something so hilarious about 1 being like, don't go near anything, jump on stuff, don't go near anything.
Yeah.
And this game's literally like go up to everything and chuck it off a mountain. Go up to
Absolutely.
this thing, grab things smaller than you and
Yeah.
chuck it off a mountain.
Take what I think is a baby lamb and throw it down this waterfall. That's like level 1. Throw a baby lamb down a waterfall. What happens if it hits another baby lamb on the way down? Then they both go down the waterfall. This is Mario. This plumber hates animals.
Chucking garlic, chucking onions.
Number 6, Samus, Metroid.
Samus has to roll the whole time.
That's it.
What do you want? It's mundane. You said you wanted mundane. You didn't say just superpowers.
That's fair.
Like
That's
you
fair.
want, you don't want me to be exciting.
That was the douchiest response I could have had to that answer.
that's
it.
Tell me your favorite color. Blue.
That's
really?
it. That's it. I gave you what you wanted. That's what I asked for, but here we are.
Ah, it-
Aristotle. Aristotle just knocked over headphones. I mean, he didn't, but I'm going to blame it on him. Number 7, Solid Snake.
Solid Snake. See, he's the box.
Yep, obviously.
So he's
right?
in the box, but then he pops up and can like choke anything to death. Am I wrong about
I mean,
this?
you're not.
He
It's
has to
just
be in the
very-
box the whole time.
It's very funny to picture very intense video game characters in this world.
Yeah.
Because it's like they are blowing Birdo up with
Yeah.
C4. It's a terrifying, terrifying thing.
I like it. Lots of different twists and turns.
Yeah.
Looking at turtles' butts. Which one's a female butt? Which one's a man butt? That's Metal
That's
Gear Solid
part of the
1.
game.
That's Metal
That's
Gear Solid.
Metal Gear
1.
Solid.
If you think I'm lying, it's go
That's
go
how
look
you
it up.
find
It's very weird.
Meryl, and it's a whole thing. All right, number 8, Big Daddy, Bioshock.
Ew. No.
The worst
Nope.
name. The worst name. The worst name.
See, I'd put him in the game as the ones defending all these cute little
yeah,
animals.
exactly. You have to beat a
You
Big
have to
Daddy
beat a
every
big
level.
Good luck chucking that thing off a mountain. You can't even. It's gonna drill you to death.
I threw a beat at this fucking shy guy. Huge lumbering tank.
Those things. I want to see what's inside of those big daddies.
Gross.
No. Ew. Don't do that to me. Edit that part out.
It stays in forever. Let's do one more.
Okay.
GLaDOS. Portal. GLaDOS.
Oh man, so GLaDOS can't move.
No. No, but she can talk to you from anywhere. That's
Oh
what we
my
established
God.
from Portal.
That's so yeah. Just way better at zingers than Nathan Drake.
Yeah. That's the fun. If you play as Nathan Drake, GLaDOS is the final boss.
Oh my
And
god.
it's just who's quippier.
Yeah, who could talk shit more the whole
Yeah.
game?
Oh, that's so good. Who's more of a shit to the other?
Oh god. We're making that movie.
We're making that movie?
Portal.
Portal with
Nathan Fillion.
Oh my god.
If he's like the regular dude that's to go through
Oh
Portal.
my god.
No one steal that.
No
No
one
one
steal it.
that. No
Patent
one steal
pending.
it.
Patent pending. Patent pending.
All you have to
Patent
say
pending.
is patent pending.
Patent pending.
Aristotle, don't you take our idea.
Don't you take our
I'll shake
idea.
my fist at you.
This has been What's This One Character's Underwhelming Superpower. Keith, you nailed it. You did
This
great.
game, like, you can beat it in like 5 minutes or something. Is what I saw the speed.
You
through.
can beat this game pretty quickly. Yeah, because you don't have to have to beat almost no creatures at all to win. You just have to get through the gates. The gates, by the way, are giant eagles' faces that open their beaks and you just crawl inside and then they eat you and you're in the next level. Why? I'm asking.
You're the one telling me how
It's
great this game
insane.
is. I don't know why.
It's a great, and it's also like and this is the one thing that they actually use as a holdover for Mario 3. The in-between bonus level of the whatchamacallit, you put a quarter in the slot machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a thing that originated here
Really?
from Doki Doki Panic, and then it was a holdover. Originally, again, this is a fun little thing, because it was Famicom, it was on a disc, you had to beat every single level as every single character to beat the game. But they also had a save option. And since they didn't have enough space on the Nintendo console and the cartridge, they were just like, fuck it. You just give them the choice of 4 and they don't have to do whatever.
Yeah, if you had to tell me I have to beat the game 4 times to beat the game,
I'd be like, nah.
yeah, I'd punch you.
Yeah.
I'd punch you real hard.
I'd punch you real hard.
I'd punch you real hard for just making up something that doesn't exist. You beat the game, but you gotta beat it 4 more times for me to say that you beat the game.
Fuck that.
I'll punch you in the
There you
face.
go.
There you go.
I don't know why I did this. I don't even know if this is funny. For some reason, I
So much confidence into this.
don't know why. I just wrote a bunch of sad facts about Luigi that I made
They're
up.
not gonna be funny.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's skip it. Let's skip it, Keith. Did you ever play this game?
I think when I was younger, I didn't play very much. I went from one. I had the first Mario, and I don't think I played any of the other ones. I wasn't really good at Mario.
No.
I wasn't intrigued compared to like Ninja Turtles and
Yeah.
Ghostbusters and all these other things that were more interesting to me.
Yeah.
And so I was getting into hockey, and then Sega happened. So just Mario to me in general, I didn't ever hate it. I always liked Mario games.
Yeah.
I never got Mario 64. I was playing Ocarina of Time and GoldenEye, so I've never beaten that. So just like Mario to me
It just wasn't your thing.
it wasn't even not my thing. I just never like seeked it out. I was never like like I always wanted to play Mario Kart. I
Yeah.
did like Mario 64 a lot. I was just like, I rather play hits.
Yeah.
Like, you're asking me honestly, yeah, I'd rather play hockey and
That's so
set my guys
interesting.
on fire and listen to Limp Bizkit or whatever. But that's kind of where I was at. Or I'd want to play Ninja Turtles way more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was obsessed with that
yeah,
game.
like that at Chuck E. Cheese's and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So if you're like, hey, you want to play Super Mario 3? I'm like, nah, I want to be Donatello and fuck people up.
Yeah.
So that's like my thing.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so it just like to me passed by. None of my siblings were really into Mario. We were all playing Zelda a
Yeah.
lot, so just different.
We had it was Super Mario Brothers 3 and the original Zelda were like the mainstays in my house
Yeah.
while I was a kid. And those two games I will still go back and explore and just fucking love.
I
Just
wanted to
wonderful
like
games.
Duck Hunt, but that game just was not good.
No, it's not a fun
It's
game
not
to
a fun
play.
game to
It's
play.
not a fun game at all.
You think you're gonna like it way more than Mario, and then
Yeah.
you're liking Mario way more.
Every time
Excite
you
bike
play
and
Duck
shit.
Hunt, you just end up getting that gun literally on the screen.
On the
being
screen,
like,
and
"Fuck
you're
this,
like,
fuck
I'm
this,
hitting
fuck
them,
this."
and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. And that dog, fuck that dog, dude. How many times did you try to shoot that dog? All the times.
Enough times for me to not have feelings toward dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you leaving?
I'm leaving.
Are you leaving?
Aristotle,
us?
how much
Aristotle's
time?
walking.
How much time
do
have we
have?
gone?
We've done 48 minutes.
48,
48
minutes. Wow,
Jeez,
we have
and
to
you're
get through
ducking
two
out
more,
on us
get
on
3 more
48
things.
minutes. All right, well,
3
goodbye
or 4
forever,
more
I guess.
things.
It just
We're gonna
feels
say
like,
horrible things about you when you're gone. All the lights are off.
Bye. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's really nice.
He's a good guy. I like him as a person, and I think he deserves the best in
I
life.
think he genuinely deserves better than what, even if Joe Coy's joking around. Like,
Yeah.
he's worked so hard
He works so
for this
hard. I
industry.
love that we're just so
No,
talking about
he's
Joe
so
Coy for
nice.
some reason.
Well, it's so unfair that I'm like, did you legitimately get, like, hurt?
Do you think he did?
You could say he was like, I was kind of pissed. He's like, I just got you coffee.
Yeah,
So, like,
fuck that.
That's why I'm kind of like, not like, hey, this guy's like the worst in the world. Just kind of like, hey, I heard
Hey.
this thing happen. Are you okay?
Hey, you don't understand. That's our sensitive baby boy who deserves better.
Well, that's like, it's even like for the podcast, we're constantly like, let's do bits because he's here and he doesn't
Yeah.
talk. So it's like a fun thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like when I hear people talk shit to him.
No, of course not. You want to murder some people?
I do, and they're famous, all of them. So we got what do we got?
Well, Keith, a while back you were kind enough to let me rant.
Oh
And
boy,
it was a segment that people seemed to really enjoy, and they asked us to bring it back.
who's they? Did they say but not Keith specifically?
What?
like you should rant again. Don't let
No, they
Keith.
tweeted at
Don't
us.
let Keith talk. Do not let Keith rant.
No, you're ranting.
I'm not.
You
Right now,
are.
I refuse. Good.
Okay, you have 2 minutes to rant about anything at all.
Wait, is this totally separate from like
Anything.
anything?
Do you remember when you did this?
Yeah, I said instead of what's your favorite curse word or like as my
Instead of the final 5, you're
Yeah.
like, just rant.
yeah, ran for 2 minutes.
And so the timer starts right now.
I don't know how we're not all just going crazy all the time.
Good start. Good start. Coming out strong.
No, it legitimately like bothers me.
Okay.
To the point where I'm like, I don't understand how we're not all angrier.
Mm-hmm.
Like like everyone's like getting your taxes together, get your taxes together. I'm like, you're paying your taxes? Like, you know what I mean? Like after all this shit and
Yeah.
how much taxes you had to pay last year, how many people had to like pay who weren't rich, who didn't
Yeah.
have anything, who owe the government thousands of dollars, even though they've been broke this whole fucking time. It's a fucking shakedown
It is.
from the fucking government. Are you fucking kidding me? I had to watch a new Gabriel like fucking documentary about this kid who was fucking 8 and they tortured him to death. And when I found out, Family Services for the government actually have a for-profit company that Lockheed Martin owns.
Yeah.
How are we not all fucking angry? I go around to people and like, how's your day? I'm like, I want to kill everyone all the time. And they're like, not me. My life's going great. I'm like, fucking really? They're like, no, I also feel like you. Like, it's just the worst feeling in the world. It's like, how are we not all on the streets
Yep.
right now,
Yep.
freaking the fuck? Well, probably not right now,
No,
but
listen-
we
listen
should
to
have
the
been
podcast. Yeah.
on the streets
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
A very fucking long time ago. We are past the point. How much time do I have left?
You have 30 seconds.
This isn't fucking insane. It's fucking insane. All this shit we go through is we're not even telling billionaires we're going to kill them.
Yeah.
We're not going to fucking destroy you. We're not going to take all your money. You just have to pay your fucking taxes. That's all you fucking have to do. And now fucking
10
Bloomberg's in the
seconds.
fucking election.
10
We got to
seconds.
deal with Bernie being like the fucking nicest person in the world. And everybody just wants to fuck him over. Fuck this. We should all be angry all the time.
Time. Very good. Very good rant. Very good rant.
Sorry.
For what?
Just like...
You had a vein that was going from your temple to your nose, and I've never seen that in a human
I literally
face.
spend all my time in therapy not talking about me because I've already spent so much time talking about me.
Yeah.
That therapy is just me being like, Jesse's in my therapy is in a basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm literally like, I go to my therapist and I go, up there is crazy.
Yes.
I have to tell her, I'm like, I'm not crazy.
No.
Up there
It's
is
nuts.
fucking nuts.
It's bonkers
And
banana
I'm not
town.
just saying like not everyone's fucking crazy, but being in LA, like being in an Uber with a person who thinks they're gonna be like a fucking famous person,
Yep.
and then walking down the street and you think a kid's homeless, and then you find out he's a fucking millionaire and he's
Yeah.
gonna go buy some fashion designer shoes or
Yeah.
some shit. Like living here is
It
fucking
makes you
nuts.
crazy.
Because you
It
can't,
makes you crazy.
Everything that we've been taught as people growing up is if you work really, really hard,
Yep.
you will make it in life.
Yeah.
And if you live in Hollywood, you're like, that is no
Not
way
true.
fucking
That is
true.
not true.
Not true at all. Like people just have money or they don't. And maybe you meet someone who can help you,
Yeah.
but that's all you can do.
We were talking about this at my job the other day, where somebody was like, "Oh, I love Taylor Swift," and we were like, "She's a billionaire's daughter. That's how she became famous. Was they bought her fame." And we were just going through all
Ariana Grande,
Yep.
everyone from
Scarlett
Girls,
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Most people on television are just some famous person's fucking kid.
Yeah.
And Jesse and I have just been through the ringer and seen so much shit. Not even just us. How many talented people? Fucking Avery.
Hey, I was just gonna say Avery Monson.
He was just on High Maintenance. He's a magician. He's a fucking art. He should be famous.
He should be.
He's fucking talented.
He should. It's like what's the British late night host? James Gordon.
Gordon.
James Gordon. shouldn't have a job. Avery
No,
Monson should.
100%. And everyone hates him.
Yeah.
His fucking Reddit posts when everyone's like, "Did you know that you're a dick? I hear you're a dick."
Yeah,
Did you know that
everybody
you're-"
heard
Everyone's like,
he's
"You're
a
a
huge piece of
fucking
shit.
asshole." So it's just hard, like, just always
Yeah.
being around it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my rant.
That's a good rant. And the way that you replaced Final Five with that rant, I did not. So here's Final Five. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
5 new questions. Number 1, if you were an arcade character from the 90s, what would your catchphrase be whenever you killed an enemy?
He's not going home to his kids. It's always a he. It has to be a he no matter what.
Yeah, especially if it's the 90s.
They're just like, you want to record one where you say she? And I'm like, nope.
You're like, nope, that sounds way aggressive. I'm going to stick with just being horrible to men.
It's like
That
you hit
was-
him with a skateboard or something.
He's not going home to his he's not going home to his not going home to his kids. The way they just started over every
I
time.
just picture a dead-faced kid playing that, not like connecting with it anymore.
Just you like tapping the button so all you hear is just like he's not going home to his he's not going home to his kids. That would be the funniest thing in the world to me. All right, question 2. What's your favorite video game cutscene?
when Yuna is looking out at the water before that big chocobo comes in, that big moment in Final
big
Fantasy
chocobo?
X, the big thing that eats chocobos. There's a big moment when she's looking out into the water.
Yeah, and she's recording
Yeah.
on her sphere.
And when you walk over to her, you don't know that she's recording.
Yeah.
So the cutscene to me like continues on as you find out
Yes.
more about it. I'm like, that's a really cool, important scene
That
in Final
is.
Fantasy.
That's an incredible narrative scene.
Because everything else about cutscenes is more just like, look how good the graphics would be if this was
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Yeah, that's an incredibly good narrative device where they're just like, you had this moment. Actually, you don't know what that moment is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
I
her
like
saying
that.
goodbye to like
To everyone. And he doesn't
everything.
even know that she's going to die at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
And there's kind of this moment of just being like, why is everyone so quiet around
Yeah.
you? And it's so like, what's
So
going on?
somber. Yeah. It's a great fucking game. Question 3. If you were being sworn into office, what would you swear in on instead of the Bible?
I'd ask my vice president, what's in your pocket? Like a pen.
Swearing
Like-
on a pen.
Or just like what it like it's a I just want it to be like this is meaningless.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm swearing. Like it to me it should have to like make me go to like the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
And fucking say like I will do anything I can.
Yeah.
Not whatever book I want or whatever they want to hand me. I want it to be like this is what you should be.
I think it'd be
doing.
really funny to swear in on a Teen Vogue copy.
Yeah, that's how meaningless it feels to me. Just like if you're atheist, what are you gonna pray on?
Yeah.
What are you gonna swear in on?
Doesn't
like
matter.
it doesn't matter. That's why I'm like ask my vice president. What do you got on?
I'd be
you?
like-
or my first lady.
I'd be like, find me a live duck. And make
Just-
make Supreme Court Justice like Chief Justice Roberts hold
oh my
a live
god,
duck.
that's so fucking
you could
funny.
make this the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court hold anything.
Just your dog that nips anything. Purposely get a small dog that fucking sucks, but loves you, but hates everything
Yeah.
else and nips at his fingers the whole time
whole time.
while you're petting
the
him.
whole time. Oh, it'd be so good. Question 4. Of all the other famous games ever made, which would be the funniest to have just been a dream the entire time?
I'm sorry, repeat that. Which game would be the funniest?
To just have been a dream sequence the entire time, like Mario 2 is.
Oh my god. All the Resident Evils. And you wake up right after
like,
all of those.
Oh, God.
Because you have to understand.
Why did I play them back to back
it
7 times?
starts with the mansion, and then it goes to the police state. Like,
Yeah.
you watch the whole world
Yeah.
transform into, like, spider-tongued
hellscape.
crazy things.
A
And then you wake
hellscape.
up, and you're like, the fuck was that? I turned into Guillermo del Toro overnight. 6 hours of sleep, and I thought of so much shit.
The funniest would be not waking up after everyone. Like, after Resident Evil 1, you're like, better go back to sleep. Resident Evil 2,
Do you ever have continuing dreams? I think that might be my sleep paralysis, where I'm like,
Oh,
I
no,
wake
I-
up and then you go back to sleep
Yeah.
and you're continuing on the dream.
Yeah.
Imagine that's Resident Evil for you, that every
I-
time you go to sleep, you have a continuation.
So, can I tell you a dream I had a few weeks ago?
Do it.
I moved back to New York.
Yeah.
And everybody who in New York who was shitty to me and was also a comedian was doing amazing things.
Yeah.
Funny or Die, instead of having tanked, became this big thing in New York,
my
and everybody's
God.
doing super well. And I was like, oh my God, I've been left behind by comedy. And then I turned around, and there was this entire wall of books with your face on them that you had written. I was like, Keith, you got a book? And you're like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you.
Really? Yeah, you looked sad as shit
Yeah.
the whole time.
I just woke up and I was like, that didn't feel good. Back to sleep.
I hate it. Like, how many times do you have a dream or a nightmare where it's literally like all of your friends like, we hate you.
Yeah.
We've never liked you. All at the same time you wake up and you're like, no, that didn't happen, but ow, goddamn.
Well, I'm like, I know that didn't happen to my face, but I know.
I know they're thinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, too much. And question 5, final question. Give Aristotle a new nickname right now. I know he's not in the room anymore.
Fleazy.
Fleazy?
No, it's too. That's the first thing came out of my mouth. I don't want it to be cutesy.
Yeah.
You already call him too many cutesy.
Do you want to give him a badass nickname?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I can't think of one.
Gothosaurus Sex.
He should use as a pickup line.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? And he has to repeat it again.
Just imagine being like, hey, I'm Gothosaurus Sex. And she's like, what? And he goes, nothing. And he walks away. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Milky?
Milky?
Nah, it'll ruin it for him. I can't think of anything.
What are Aristotle's best qualities?
0.
Oh, he's kind.
Nope.
He's hardworking.
Not even a little.
He's got great taste.
Fine.
You said fine to that one because you have the same taste
Yes.
as him. Yeah.
Uh,
He cares about the environment and other individuals.
I can't think of it.
Nothing?
What do you think? I get it. He's sensitive. He's sweet. All the things I want to think of for a name of him are nice.
Yeah. Just give him something that doesn't even, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could call him the Punisher, and I'd be like, fuck yeah. Imagine if we just started calling him the Punisher.
It'd be too much. He was.
This is like, we have a golden chance right here because he's not going to hear this until the episode debuts. So we can give him anything and then tell everybody to tweet at him, whatever that nickname is.
Oh, so it has to be good.
It has to
It's
be
gotta
worthwhile.
be good.
It has to be worthwhile.
It's got to be. He's like, but it has to be true.
Yeah.
It has to be true as well.
Yeah. Take some time. I'm going to edit this down. Or maybe I won't. I will. What?
I just want to put the word cute in everything.
Or vegan.
Cute boots.
Cute boots. Kink cutes.
Is stallion good?
Yeah, obviously Stallion's
Is stallion
good.
just like a great one? We start calling him stallion, like stallion.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got a great mane.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we got that. We got it.
Is there
He's
anything
got
we can-
great hair.
Should we add anything to the beginning of it?
No, what do you want?
I don't know.
Because he's like Aristotle stallion.
I mean,
Cutie booty.
just Stallion is great.
Stallion.
Stallion. Okay, everybody who's listening, just start tweeting at Aristotle and calling him Stallion, and tweet it like it's a thing you've always done, and see how this goes.
Just say great episode, stallion.
do it
Over
over
and
and over
and
again. Looking good, Stallion.
You look so good, stallion.
Love the hair color, Stallion. Great Gavin dance T-shirt, Stallion.
My name's still Keith, and this feels great.
This has been Final Five.
Final Five.
If it was Final Six, maybe we could think of a nickname for you, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's just
not.
going to be
It's
Keith
Final Five.
forever.
Did you ever have nicknames?
I told you.
Oh, right.
People
yeah.
are like hockey's like it's basic. My real last name is Smith.
Yeah.
People want to know that because you're in showbiz. You have
Yeah.
to lie about everything.
Yeah.
Real name's Ben Akerman. No.
Just like 7
No.
years into knowing each other, I'm Ben Akerman. I'm just like, that's fucked up because I'm Ben Akerman.
No, my last name's Smith. People called me Smitty.
Yeah.
So that's kind of basic, and I hate it because everyone gets called Smitty. And I didn't feel that. I know there's a lot of Smiths, but I watched Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
And there's a line that hurts my feelings.
What is it?
He's just like,
He's like, this
No,
is
no.
mostly a cup of milk.
No, what it is, it's towards the end of the war, and so this guy is just like, I'm gonna keep a lookout on it or whatever. And the guy's like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna read. And then so he's like, so you ever kill any krauts? I really want to kill some krauts or whatever. And he's like, look, O'Brien. He goes, it's O'Keefe, and he keeps saying, he's like, look. There's too many O'Keefes. There's too many Smiths. There's too many O'Briens. I don't give a shit what your fucking name is. We're not going to kill any Krauts. Just fucking stand there and look out. Damn. And like, I was like, man, that would have been me.
That would have been me.
I would have been like, we ready to do this?
I just wanted
I'm
to
so
kill
amped.
some Nazis. Well, you can't. There's too many Smiths.
And he's like, all of my friends are dead. My feet don't work anymore.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
yeah, that's fair.
So Smitty, Keithy. Everyone calls me Keithy.
Yeah.
The best part is I have a niece now, and oh boy.
Oh,
He's
Aristotle's back.
back.
Our
He's
sweet baby boy Aristotle is back.
But yeah, I got my niece, and I'm just so excited. She says Key. She said Key, but she hasn't gone Keith.
The TH is hard for
But the most
for learning.
important part is Keithy. Whenever she
Yeah.
says Keith, it's just Keithy, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be the best moment of my life.
That's
Because
it.
I would say that to my grandpa Keith, because who I'm named after, I'd say Keithy.
That's fucking adorable.
There we did it.
Do we have any final thoughts on Super Mario Brothers 2? It's a weird saga. It's a fun game, but it is distinctly not really a Mario game.
It's ported over, right?
Yeah,
People can go check
you
this
can go
out.
check this
You
out
can
in
go
many
look at
different
it.
places.
It's got like it's like Stranger Things. It's got the upside down every
Yeah,
single time you go
that
into
does feel like an accurate description of this game. I can
everything's
talk.
black, Yeah.
But yeah, I think you can check it out on Switch now if you have the NES Classics.
I have no idea. You're a Switch guy.
Yeah, I'm a Switch.
I've
I'm a
burned.
Switch guy.
I don't. I've.
You
I'm
burned
not
my
burned,
Switch?
I've burned down Nintendos in my bridge that we used to have together.
What?
I don't know. I don't have a Switch. I haven't had a GameCube in forever. I haven't had any Nintendo
Yeah.
stuff. Is what I'm trying to
We've
say.
been all PlayStation for
I haven't
a while.
had I haven't had any Nintendo things since N64. My
Okay.
brother bought a GameCube, but we broke the controller for the last good boxing game I ever played.
Which was?
Fight Night.
Fight Night.
Where you could have Ricky Hatton was like the dude at the time.
Oh,
like that's
shit.
that's how long ago it was. Ricky Hatton was like the
Pacquiao
champ-
wasn't even on the scene.
I don't think so.
That means
yeah.
Pacquiao and Mayweather both weren't on the scene.
And so it was like you would have loved it because it's straight up like there's no legs or anything. It's just like arms. And
Yeah.
everything. And my brother broke all the controllers because we played the hell out of that.
Hell
game.
yeah.
So we eventually just got rid of the GameCube.
There you go. Well, that's it. Super Mario Brothers 2.
You check it out. Go see it.
Do you want to do a restaurant suggestion?
Yeah. Go to CJ's. How often do I recommend CJ's? Go to
CJ's is
CJ's.
good.
If you live in LA and you haven't been to CJ's on Pico, go to CJ's on Pico.
Just good stuff.
On the weekend, and then go to the museum and go look at some art.
Yep.
And go hang out down Wilshire.
Yeah.
Don't take pictures next to all the weird people next to the street lamps. There's like 100 street lamps. People just take pictures there.
Yeah.
You'll see it in LA. You'll drive by. People just
It's
take
weird.
pictures places.
It's weird.
There's a big pink building off Melrose. People just take pictures in front of it. It's
weird.
right in front of Improv. It's
weird.
very weird. Very weird. Go to CJ's.
Still go to Santoro's here in Burbank because we just ate there and it's
Just
great.
ate there.
Also, there's a place in Silver Lake called All Day Baby that does amazing breakfast sandwiches and like on biscuits and a great catfish sandwich.
Are they open?
What's that?
Are they open?
Are they open all day, or is it breakfast all day?
Or are they just
baby?
saying all day, baby, like they slam dunked something?
Like they slam dunk something.
Okay, cool.
All
so that
day, baby.
All day, baby. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say.
Because they really try. They sound like they're open all day. That's what it sounds
They
like.
also have alcoholic milkshakes. So
You know, you can do that without going somewhere. You just put some alcohol in it.
you can just take a big pint of Haagen-Dazs and pour some tequila in there and just shake it and be real sad without spending as much money.
And just shake it. Don't drink it.
Don't drink it. Just shake it and
Just shake
cry.
it.
Just shake it and
If you don't happen to
cry.
have ice cream at home, but you've got the tequila, boom, you're still good.
Boom, you still got an
You
alcoholic
know,
milkshake.
we had things to say about
had
you
things
when you
to
left.
say
Do you
about
know
you,
that?
Aristotle.
I'll go
Style.
back and listen.
Are you gonna listen?
Oh, he's gonna listen. Oh,
We
he's
got
gonna
some good
listen.
ones.
Oh,
We got some good
we got
ones
some
about
zingers
you.
in on you. You adorable piece of man.
Are you excited to listen to them?
You excited?
Yes.
Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, Keith,
Jesse.
Aristotle,
Aristotle.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Hi.
This is New Player Has Joined.
And bye.
Goodbye.